Guys, tonight I watched the first half of Stranger Things 2. And I gotta tell you, it's exactly what I was hoping for. I watched the first season, and I didn't know what to expect. I saw a little trailer on YouTube, and it was like the first 8 minutes, and I was hooked. At the music, at the Spielberg style. It had great characters. It had the kids. It had monsters. I was scared, and I haven't been into scary things much. But I saw it, and I loved it. Now, wait, fast forward like a year. Halloween. This season comes along. Trailers are hitting. My girlfriend says, there is Stranger Things 2 dropping tomorrow. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, we get together. She tells me to wait so we can watch it together. So we do. And I'm freaking out. Got my hands clasped in front of me. I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I mean, the music. I've even made 80s music like this, but they do it on another level. If you want to check out my stuff, it's on the internet. I can put it in the description or whatever. But they took the idea and they sent it all the way at home. There's even moments, like there's one moment when there's music that sounds just like a famous shot in Risky Business. It's Love on a Train, I believe, by Tangerine Dream. But stuff like that, it's like small references that you can't get them all. There's just always going to be something else. So, there's a new monster. And suffice it to say, it's freaky. I mean, it's hard to describe it anything beyond saying that it's a smoke monster. I mean, if anybody has seen Lost, it's not the same. Or at least I don't think it's the same. It's like a giant spider-looking monster the size of the Empire State Building. And I haven't watched all of it, so I don't know how it ends. I've gotten through 4 episodes. I think it's 4 out of 8. And at one point, there's a shot where a kid is looking out the door, and it's taken almost exactly out of the Close Encounters scene where the kid is looking out to where the alien ship is landing. And if you guys haven't seen Close Encounters, it's a must-see 80s flick. It's amazing. So, the monster is outside. It's creeping on the whole town, and only this one kid can see it in the beginning, as far as I've seen. And then there's this other little monster. Another one of the kids is, and spoiler alert, I don't have to tell you, I hope that I'm going to be talking about the show, because I am. So, stop now if you haven't seen it. Go watch it. Netflix. I mean, get a free trial just for this show. That's what I did. I got Netflix just for this show when the first season dropped. It's totally worth it. So, there's one of the other kids, his name is Dustin. He's one of my favorite characters. He finds this other monster, and it starts to evolve like in front of them over a couple of days' time, and I'm freaking out because it's another new monster. I mean, it's obviously gonna be a terrible thing. And it's like a little gremlin situation. Another classic. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I mean, the 80s went crazy with their monsters and the horror flicks. I mean, you got Jason, you got Freddy Krueger, you got, Chucky. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on. and this show just takes little bits from all of them. Gremlins, I mean, come on, who doesn't love crazy? And It, they made a remake of It just recently, and that was an 80s movie. But yeah, 80s love their horror, and I didn't really get into it when I was a kid because, I don't know, I was just conservative, I guess. But now I'm really into it, and there's movies like, shows like this that are just like mind-bending, and I love it. So, I mean, I don't want to sound like everybody else and just say I love it, but I love it. So, there's that. So anyway, back to the new monsters. You got the smoke monster, and you got the little slimy beast, and then I think there's a third monster that's worth mentioning, and it's the horror that these kids have experienced from the year before. You know, and trauma is a huge part of the story, where everyone's dealing with different types of trauma, and they even talk about it in the show. It's like, you know, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and then back in the day, they didn't really know a lot about post-traumatic stress syndrome, but it's really cool to see the level of reality that the show has, the level of romance and poignancy, sucks you in with atmosphere, and the great, crazy new monsters. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you check out this Netflix series. It's amazing. All right, bye.